Hey my friends, welcome back to another video. Today I have an important topic to talk about because I've just received a phone call from my mother and she was kinda scared because the things that are happening around us. I don't know how it is in other countries right now, but the restrictions about the current situations got a little bit increased here in Slovenia, and she was scared because she didn't know how she will go into a shopping center without any paper that that she's tested or whatever. And I told her that everything will work well, just make sure that the fear is not controlling your behaviors, because it's so easy to be afraid if we are consciously observing what is triggering us but not making anything about it. So once we become aware that something is triggering us, we can recognize where we've been triggered and what we will do about it. So we are living in a time where it's not hard to find those triggers around us. And those are not easy moments right now. Many people are going through those fearful experiences when we are victimizing ourselves because the external circumstances. And we think that we can't do anything about it. But the truth is that each of you, each of us, that is present right now with a reason which we are not aware of yet, maybe. So some people are protesting, some people started sharing their truth somehow, some way. Some people started expressing their uniqueness, their own unique way. Some people started supporting each other. Some people started helping others in their own unique way. The thing is that the triggers which are around us are so we can recognize how to take care of what is being triggered within. Those are the wounds that we are ignoring until we can't ignore them anymore. So our external environment is our greatest teacher. We just need to become aware what it is teaching us. The world that we are seeing right now is our greatest teacher. Just be aware what it is teaching you. Yes, we can be upset, we can be angry, we can be fearful, but what we will do with that? Will we destroy ourselves, or will we heal ourselves and express that healing to others? So the greatest mission right now for each individual is to recognize your uniqueness within these moments. Because each of us is feeling something. Some people, like I said before, feel the urge that they need to go out on the streets and speak their truth. But it doesn't mean that everyone should do it. Some people will feel the urge to write a book. Some people will feel the urge to express their truth their own way. The point is that you find that feeling within your heart, what is telling to you. What that feeling right now is telling to you, that's what you should do. Don't do something just because you're angry on the system and because you're under a certain adrenaline. Do it because you feel inspired by a greater idea that you can improve a certain situation somehow, some way. You see that your environment will become your greatest teacher once you will be able to recognize what your heart is saying to do in this moment, why you are here right now. Because if we believe that we are here with a special reason, then the greatest mission in life is to find out what is that reason. What is our life's mission? Once we recognize it, then we are on another mission to find out how we will initiate it, how we will express it, what will we create with that understanding of our mission. That's the next path that we will start to walking on. And many people have found it right now in this uncertain time. And why is that? Why is that important? Because it's important if we want to design a new way of living, which is a must right now, and we all see it. If we want to design a new way of living, we need to know exactly how we will embody that mission, how we will embody that voice which is within our hearts. I can see many people around me started shifting their lives completely. Like something would hit them and they've changed their actions, behaviors, habits. They quitted their old jobs and they started working on something completely new. I know many people that started working on those shifts, and if I ask them what happened, they say, well, I felt that I need to do it. It's not that somebody told me, somebody said that to me, I felt that I need to do it. So this is the most incredible moment that can happen in our lives. When we came to that understanding that we will not be listening what others are saying, but rather we will go within and we will follow our inner feeling, the feeling from our heart, and we will not react based by our emotional reaction, but by our heart voice, the voice which is coming from our hearts. We are talking a lot about that inner voice, the only voice which will give you truly meaningful advice. I'm filming for you these messages every single day, and I'm always saying to you, don't follow my advices. Use them to recognize if you can learn something beneficial in your actions. Use them for guidance to find your own voice. But do not just follow what I'm saying, because then you will be just following what I'm saying. Use them as a guidance for your evolution. But eventually, you will come across a knocking which can be heard only with your inner ears. And that knocking will be from your heart. Your heart will be knocking on the doors of your mind saying, listen to me, finally listen to me. And that's the moment where you will pay more attention to what your heart is saying. This is the greatest realization. So I told my mother today, well, people are afraid, and it's natural, look what's happening, and it's natural that you are afraid. It's completely natural. But look how many possibilities you still have. You're living close to nature, you can go into the forest, you can breathe the fresh air, you have a healthy body, you can get a food. You're living in a village, you can get a food from farmers and so on. Doesn't matter what is happening around you, you still have that peace of mind. Even if you feel fear in your body right now, you still know how to take a decision the most healthier way. You still have that connection with your intuition. That's why you are where you are right now. Because she is a spiritual woman. But it's natural to feel fear. It's natural to feel fear when there's so much fear around us. So don't force yourself that you should not feel afraid right now. It's natural. I always like to ask myself what this situation is teaching me. What this situation right now is inspiring me to do. What can I do with my gifts right now that I can somehow improve this situation? Because if we look into our environment as a trigger to do something, to initiate something, then the greatest question is what my environment right now is teaching me. Like I said at the beginning, what my environment right now is inspiring me to do. But also, we need to know where we are going. What are our intentions? Because if we're just lost in what is happening right now, what is happening right now is a reflection of our past actions. So if we're just focused on that, we're living in the past. And we will be repeating our past mistakes. So if we want to create greater results, we need to be inspired by a greater idea, a greater intention of what we want to create. Who we want to become. Do you know what is the greatest version of yourself? Do you know how the greatest version of yourself is acting every single day? What are the thoughts that the greatest version of yourself is thinking in the future? Do you know that? If not, it's a great opportunity to find it out. What could be the greatest expression of yourself? Most people don't know that. That's why they're staying the same. Most people don't know what could be the greatest version of themselves, so they don't have any intention to become that version and they stay the same. If we want to change ourselves, we need to change ourselves. We need to start changing ourselves. But we can only create changes if we know where we are going, if we know into whom we are changing, who we are about to become. Because the truth is that we are conscious beings, and conscious beings have free will. If we have a free will, we can freely decide consciously who we are about to become. And if we have that great unique opportunity to freely consciously decide who we are to become, we need to know who we are about to become. So do you know who you are about to become? Who you are about to create out of yourself? This is the best possible moment right now to take control over your emotions and your mind. You know what is brain coherence? Having your mind in order. Not being so distracted by what is not serving you anymore, what is triggering you, but having your mind in order. You can have your mind in order when you know what you want, when you know where you're going, when you know what is important to you, when you know what is inspiring you, and when you know what you want to create and give. And what is the heart coherence? Having your emotions in order. Having our emotions in order means that we can awaken any kind of inner state on demand. So we are not controlled by our environment anymore, how we feel, but we rather understand that happiness is a choice. Being grateful is a choice. Being joyful is a choice. Being in love with life is a choice. So think about it. How would you feel if you would be experiencing joy right now? How would you feel if something great would happen right now? Can you awaken that joy? Can you awaken the emotions of joy right now? Think about the past when you were having fun. How it felt like. And what is happening, you can feel the energy traveling upwards through your spine. And what is happening, you're not there. You're consciously right now thinking about it, and your body thinks that it is there. So your body is feeling the energy of that joy as you would be there, but you are right here, which means that you can consciously awaken that energy anytime you want. Which means that nothing outside of you needs to happen to change your internal state. You can change your internal state, and it will create an effect on your external environment. It's a fact. Just think about how your life went when you were happy, when you were excited, when you were in love. And ask yourself what would happen if you would spend your life in that state more often. If you would feel the freedom every single moment of your life. If you would feel that great love for life every single moment, how it would felt like, how it would be, how you would act differently. Would you smile more? Would you talk more often from your heart and less from your mind? Would you create more and destroy less? Would you place more of your attention to what is truly important to you and what can you give to the world than just to distract yourself because you're bored or something? Can you feel the energy right now traveling through your body, through your spine, through your neck and hands? And just feel that energy, feel alive right now, because this is you. This is you. Through our past, we forgot how incredible we are, because we fell into those unconscious habits where we started doing things automatically. So we forgot how incredible we are. But it's time to step outside of those unconscious automatic habits, to reflect our lives a little bit and to ask ourselves, what can we change that is not serving us anymore, that is not supporting our future? What habits could support my future? And what is my future that I want to experience? Just think about these powerful questions. What habits and actions, which eventually will become your new habits, could support the future that you're about to experience? What is that future that you would like to experience as a new self, evolved self, changed man or woman? Who are you in that future? And write down those answers, because having them in our minds, it's easy to forget it. Once we write them down, we manifest them into the paper in front of us, and we can see it. And if we will read it every single day, we will train our brain to think differently, and our brain will start focusing onto the path of how to become it. So think about it. And I will leave you here today. So have a beautiful day, my friends. Stay positive, stay joyful, smile and express gratitude. Even in the times where it's hard to see how much we can be grateful, it's even more important to be grateful. So express some joy today and support somebody. Give some support to somebody, because it will increase your energy. And have a beautiful day. I'm sending you love, blessings, and power. And remember that it is already all within you. Your life's mission, life's path, all the goals, intentions that you are about to create, it's all within you. You don't need to search it outside of you. It's already within you. So one love, my friends.